Yeah, good morning to you, Mr. Raphael.
Good morning to you.
The IPOB Indigenous People of Biafra has warned Peter Mba and Uzodinma to take back the parcel of land they allocated to the Fulani hegemony for ranching, sir.
Yes, and it's called for serious caution. Why? Igbos, we don't have land. Igbo is just like a dot in a circle, as the former president of Nigeria called us. Igbo is just like a small dot in a circle, just like the kind of situation Israel found themselves in the Middle East. We don't have land. Israel don't have land. So why should we allocate the little one that God has given us to the Arab Mugareb, the desert Tuaregs, the Fulanis? Pope Uzodinma in his right senses allocated over how many thousands of hectares of land to Fulanis? Just imagine why. Why? We don't have land in Igbo land. We don't have land in Anambra State. We don't have land in Imo State, Abia State, and Ebonyi State. We are too small. We are just like a dot in a circle. Why should these Fulani errand governors be allocating our land, parcels of lands, to the Fulani Katuriaras? I think Hope Uzodinma has murdered slave. Peter Mba has murdered slave. Governor of Ebonyi State, they must actually return the lands they have allocated to the Fulani Katuriaras. Because Igbo man has no land. They allocated much hectares of land, thousands upon thousands of hectares of land to Fulani headers. It was an agreement between Hope Uzodinma and his Fulani masters who made him governor over Imo State. And Hope Uzodinma must return those lands willy-nilly, whether he likes it or not. Yes, because Igbo man, we don't have land in the southeastern Nigeria. We are occupying a very little portion of land given to us by our forefathers. How then could Hope Uzodinma and Peter Mba, as a result of politics, their agreement with the Fulani oligarchy in the north, seal away our land to the Fulanis?
But Mazi, he said it is a way to broker peace and stability in the state. Foul. Anybody that is selling cows, anybody that is training cows, anybody that is rearing cows must buy a parcel of land, make an enclosure, and put all the animals there. You don't go encroaching on another man's land because you are a Fulani man, because you come from Ottoman Danfodio, because you are a radicalized Muslim. You start or begin to encroach on another man's land, especially Igbo man's land. The Igbos don't have land. Igbos are buying a very little portion of land on the lower part of Niger, on the lower part of River Niger. The land we are occupying there is too little. Why should our governors be ceding away our lands to the Fulani Katuriaras? Why? In Zimbabwe, people rear cattle, buy cows, animals, make an enclosure, and put all the animals within the enclosure. In Nigeria, Fulani, nomadic people, wanderers, loafers, rear animals from north to southern Nigeria to southeastern Nigeria, all over Nigeria. They're creating, spoiling, messing up farmlands across Benue, across southeastern Nigeria. Animals are to be reared in an enclosure. You don't allow your animals to stray into people's farmland. It is a common trending, menace across Nigeria farmland. The Fulani Katuriaras are grazing on people's farmland. Igbos, Yoruba, all the tribe is cut across in this country. The whole farmlands, the Fulani Katuriaras are encroaching, grazing their animals on corn plantations, cassava crops, and so on and so forth. But Samazi, the people affected have vowed to take Hope Uzodinma to challenge that in court. Do you think there is chances of them winning in court?
Yes, they must. The court jurisdiction, competent jurisdiction, should be situated in Imo State, Umuahia, Enugu, it must be in the southeastern states.
Why? What if it's outside?
If they take it to north, we play politics. Northerners is occupied by the Fulanis. Their Fulani visitors have actually occupied the whole north, enslaved their guests outside, and turned all of them to what? Slave boys. What am I trying to say? The court of competent jurisdiction that should handle the case of Uzodinma allocating lands, parcels of lands to the Fulani headers should be hosted in southeastern states. The court must be situated in the southeastern Nigeria.
But Mazi, the people have insisted that Uzodinma and Peter Mba know that no matter what it takes, that they will not give their own ancestral land to Fulani to take over. And the governor have refused to compensate them over those lands.
I'm telling you that
now is the governor is it forcefully taking over the land from them?
Yes, the governors are taking laws into their hands because they are the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of those states. They believe that they have veto power to do whatever they want to do. I don't know what I understand. But I'm telling you that comfort may. At the end of the day, the owners of the lands, they must actually recover their lands back. Put me right. Igbos, we don't have land. We don't have enough land in the southeastern Nigeria, which is why we must actually, recover those land back from the governors and the Fulanis. But they must surely return the land back.
Now, if you keep saying they must return the land now,
they must surely return the land back.
What mechanism do they want to use to get the land back?
Yes, that's court. Court of competent jurisdiction. Southeastern court. Yes. Supreme court, appeal court, whatever they want to do within southeastern Nigeria, the land must be recovered back. We don't have enough land in Igbo land. We are like a dot in a circle. We are landlocked. We don't have land enough, let alone the one we are ceding or allocating to the Fulani Katuriaras. What happened this time around is that the whole community whose land we are ceded away must actually come together, go to court of competent jurisdiction in the southeastern Nigeria, and recover their lands back.
But sir, we saw in a trending video, where the people were calling for help, saying that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was very much around, all this issue of ceding of land to Fulanis will not have happened. And then State.Ekpa saying that the southeastern governors are the major problem they are having. They are the saboteurs. They are not protecting the.
That is a true fact. It is a true fact. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not inside, in jail, Hope Uzodinma, one Fulani for Ebonyi State, Peter Mba for ENUGU State, wouldn't have allocated the land of these states to Fulani JANJAWEEDS. It's because of absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and State.Ekpa. It happened so recent because State.Ekpa was jailed in Finland, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu incarcerated in Nigeria. That's why the governors have no fear anymore, no respect for the people of southeastern Nigeria by doing what? Allocating their lands to the Fulani JANJAWEEDS, Katuriaras, who are grazing across the farmlands in Igbo land, destroying our cassava plants, our yam plants, everything in our farmland. And now to add more, fire to it, add more pain to our soil. Do you know what? Hope Uzodinma, in conjunction with Peter Mba of ENUGU State and the Ebonyi State Governor Nwafuru, ceded away over thousands upon thousands of hectares of land to Fulani Katuriaras. The Igbos is against this. The Ohanezes is against this. The Igbo man I know is against this. This is too dangerous for Igbo man to bear. We don't have enough land in Igbo land, let alone the one we are allocating to the JANJAWEEDS from Sahara Desert. We don't have enough land. Hope Uzodinma must recover that land for us. The whole communities, the entire communities whose land we allocated to Fulani JANJAWEEDS must actually go to court and fight it hard to recover the land back. The Fulani, anybody that is rearing cattle anywhere in the world must have an enclosure he bought with his money and keep the whole animals within the enclosure. That is where I'm coming from. So the land must be recovered. Our land must be recovered. We must go to court No matter how vetoed these governors are, we are going to recover our land in Ebonyi State. We are going to recover our land in Enugu State. We are going to recover our land allocated to the Fulanis.
You are going to recover
in Imo State, everywhere. Comfort me. Those land must be recovered.
Thank you for this wonderful submission, Mr.
Thank you so much. You are welcome.